guys. Today we're going to learn about how we're going to be using cool colors and warm colors and different tints of these colors to start to paint our buildings that were inspired by Shulton. So we're going to get out our paints and talk about the color wheel a little bit, and then we're going to start painting. Let's get started.
So to paint our Shulton buildings, we are going to be paying attention to a couple of things. One of those is cool colors and warm colors. The cool colors are green, blue, and purple. They're next to each other on the color wheel on this side. The warm colors are red and orange and yellow. They're next to each other on the other side. We're going to paint it so that each building is either cool colors or warm colors. You can combine the colors of each, but we don't want to combine a cool color and a warm color in the same building. We're also going to be able to use white. When you add white to a color, it makes a color lighter. It is called a tint. You can see I already have here mixed some green, different tints of green. Green is a cool color. And I've got some light tints with a lot of white and just a little bit of green, some middle tints, and then I've got one over here that's a little bit darker than the others. It's really mostly green with just a teeny bit of white in it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pay attention now to these grids that we've painted. And I'm gonna make this building over here on the left different tints of green. So I might start with one of those tints at the bottom here, and I'm just gonna pay attention, and I'm going to stay inside of that grid. I'm gonna color over my doors or my windows or whatever else is in that grid, but I'm gonna do that whole grid one solid color. When I'm done with that grid, I'm gonna wash my brush, I'm gonna dry my brush, and I'm gonna go to a different tint of green. So I'm going to do one that's darker now. And whenever I run out of paint, I just go and get a different color on my brush. And I'm gonna fill in this grid. I'm trying to be real careful to stay inside the grid. We can always go over these black lines that we made and make those a little bit darker after we paint. And I'm gonna do a different tint for the top one here. Whoops. Notice I'm working on top of a big piece of paper, so I'm not getting paint all over the place. Now, if you have watercolor paints instead of the tempera paints I'm using, that's fine. You can just add extra water to make the color a little bit lighter instead of the white. So there is my first building, and I did different tints of green. That one's real light, it's hard to see, but it's there. Now for the building next to it, I'm gonna choose a different color, and I'm gonna do that whole building, different tints of a different color. I'm gonna work on this some now, and I will send you a picture when I'm all set with it. You guys have some fun painting yours, and send me a picture when you're all done with yours.